Live from the Ball State
Good
News
evening
Center.
and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Tony Sandlaben.
And I'm Victoria Moton. Thanks for joining us.
The Indiana Secretary of State, Connie Lawson, made an appearance at Ball State University to speak with students, faculty, and staff about the importance of financial literacy with the focus on identity theft and fraud. She discussed topics such as student loans, cell phone scams, the state legislature, and red flags college students should look out for when dealing with fraud. NewsLink Indiana's Danielle Jones has more.
Indiana Secretary of State Connie Lawson made an appearance at Ball State University to speak with students, faculty, and staff about the importance of financial literacy, with the focus being identity theft and fraud. She discussed topics such as student loans, cell phone scams, the state legislature, and red flags for students to look out for when dealing with fraud.
I just urge you to think about a couple of things when you get asked to, how many credit cards you'd like to apply for. Limit the number of those cards, obviously, and remember that our goal, all of us, as we graduate from college, is to be making $100,000 as a recent graduate, but the reality is that many of us will not. So, and we will have new expenses when we graduate from college. So,
if you would like to find out more information regarding financial literacy, be sure to go to indiana.gov. In Muncie, Danielle Jones, NewsLink Indiana.
I popped in on a teacher's class to see what a teacher and a student had to say about financial literacy. Indiana ranks 19th from the bottom when it comes to financial literacy. Dr. Lisa Mayberry teaches financial literacy at Ball State and thinks it's important that students learn about identity theft and the differences between credit and debit cards before they get to college.
I think that it's really important that we teach our youth to be financially responsible, especially in college with student loan debt, and with different credit card offers and the different identity fraud and theft that's going on.
When Mayberry was a high school finance teacher, she saw that the problem with financial literacy began there, with students being confused about credit and debit cards.
I mean, it took me all year to explain to my seniors and have them fully understand the difference between a debit and a credit card. And if we can get that through to our high school students, by the time you get to college, we can really have just a review online 8-week course.
Sophomore Drew Gaydosh can agree that before coming into college, credit and debit cards were hard to understand.
I got my debit card and my credit card going into college, and I was like, how do I work these little pieces of plastic? Like, no one ever gave me that type of knowledge. I didn't learn how to write a check until like 2 weeks ago, so I think there should be some prior knowledge to that from high school.
According to the Federal Trade Commission's Sentinel Network, about 18% of the people who complained about identity theft were around the ages of 20 to 29.
I think it's just about bringing about awareness, so much as to not preventing, but just bringing about awareness so that if, what are the things I can do to prevent it and to be more aware of. You can't really prevent. It's going to happen, but to be aware of things that can happen and what to do when it does happen.
According to a government data analysis done by financial aid experts at Advisors, the class of 2014 graduated with an average student loan debt of $33,000.
A professor was shot and killed on the campus of Delta State University in Mississippi today. Ethan Schmidt, a history professor, was gunned down in his office. The school announced on Twitter this morning that there was an active shooter on campus and that facilities were under lockdown. Police say no gun was found in the office and the shooter is still at large. Delta State is in Cleveland, Mississippi, in the western part of the state, not far from the Arkansas border. Classes are canceled for the rest of tonight and tomorrow.
Kentucky State Police tonight say they have shot and killed the suspect in the weekend murder of a fellow state trooper. The 25-year-old Missouri man was found hiding about 2 miles from where the trooper was killed Sunday during a traffic stop in western Kentucky. Police say a woman and 2 children had been with the suspect and have been taken into custody.
Kim Davis returned to work today, vowing to deny marriage licenses to same-sex couples. This was Davis' first day back after spending 5 days in jail. Davis is allowing her deputies to continue issuing marriage licenses to same-sex couples as long as they do not have her name or title on them. U.S. District Judge David Bunning says he is willing to accept altered marriage licenses even though he is uncertain of their validity. Kentucky State Governor Steve Beshear said he is confident the altered licenses issued comply with the law in Kentucky and will be recognized as valid in the Commonwealth. And something else to talk about, Victoria. Today was absolutely beautiful outside. Blue skies, clear, pretty, not chilly, but just perfect temperatures. Nice little breeze. Hopefully that'll continue.
Hopefully. I love it when the weather is nice outside. Fall is my favorite time.
Absolutely. Nathan DeYoung, what do you got for us?
Well, those beautiful conditions was definitely in store for us. Taking a look at the time lapse out at McKinley and Riverside over the last 14 hours. Look at those beautiful conditions. Like we said, it was like this picture perfect day overall today, and the time lapse reassures us it was a beautiful day to be able to walk around campus. Currently 66 degrees outside right now with the winds out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Not too breezy. A beautiful evening overall. Looking at the rest of tonight, 10 p.m. 66 degrees, and then 4 a.m. 58 degrees, where temperatures continue to stay a little bit on the cool side, but just for our liking this time of year. Bus stop forecast for the morning, 54 degrees, sunny and cool at 8 a.m. Make sure you bundle up those kiddos if they do need a jacket. However, I don't think you're going to need a jacket at all tomorrow. 3 p.m., 76 degrees with those clear skies. Beautiful day overall. In the headlines for coming up, we're going to talk about how long the picture perfect weather is going to stay around, when the warm temperatures are going to maybe leave, and then we're tracking a chance of some weekend rain, all coming up in my complete forecast.
Over the weekend, students from Ball State volunteered in the White River cleanup in hopes to better the environment. NewsLink Indiana's Tanner Holbrook has the story.
It was a community effort Saturday morning as Muncie citizens as well as students at Ball State University got together to make Muncie a little cleaner. The 9th annual White River Cleanup brings over 420 volunteers to help protect Muncie's most precious natural resource. The cleanup starts at the High Street Bridge and ends at Westside Park, with volunteers cleaning up trash in and around the White River.
Needles, like medical needles. So there's a lot of things in there that shouldn't be in there.
Within the last 9 years, the White River Cleanup is responsible for removing over 80,000 pounds of trash. In addition, the event has seen an abundance of volunteers, with an average of about 400 people year to year. This year, over half of the volunteers were students from Ball State University. Students like Allison Young expressed their interest in helping out the local community.
Because I am a commuter at Ball State, I just got an email about it, and so I just figured it would be a good opportunity.
Ball State Freshman Connections Director Melinda Messino has this to say about students getting involved in the cleanup. One of the best aspects of the experience is that it gets students off campus and into the community, said Messino. They also work side by side with community members, which gives them a sense of being part of something bigger. The event also had help from local members of the Junior ROTC program, students from the Indiana Academy, and also members of the local ham radio club. Younger members of the community, including a local Boy Scout troop, even got in on the action.
And introduce community service to younger students too, so that's really good in my eyes.
Messino from Ball State told NewsLink Indiana that this is the larger volunteer service event in the community, so it brings lots of people together and makes a huge impact on our natural resources. The event is organized by Muncie Delaware Clean and Beautiful, with sponsorship from the Ball State University Freshman Connections Department. Reporting in Muncie, Tanner Holbrook, NewsLink Indiana.
The Freshman Connections Department hopes to continue to get students involved in the local community.
Coming up, a freshman makes headlines once again.
And Muncie Burris has plans to send students pretty pictures of adventures to a pretty adventurous location. Stay tuned.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay, wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh gosh. Hi. God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
Enroll today. That's what we're here together to say. Enroll today. Take care of people for goodness sake.
There's a plan for every budget, so don't accept defeat.
Now you can get covered and still
Buy me treats.
enroll.
The new world of healthcare is here to stay. Do something for those who care about you. Enroll today.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back. The Daleville Town Council is slated to reconsider the Mounds Lake proposal tonight after tabling the discussion last month. The proposed reservoir would stretch from Anderson into Delaware County. This proposal has the attention of the surrounding area, as last month the council heard an hour's worth of public comments, most of them in opposition to the project. The council then decided to table the vote as no clear decision could be reached. The crucial meeting began at 7 p.m. this evening.
The last time Lemuel Turner was in the news, he had received free tuition for a semester. This time, he earned a new car, courtesy of the Ellen DeGeneres Show. Turner wrote to the famous talk show host to see if he could get a request, and he did. On the new show, DeGeneres gave him the same opportunity, make 3 shots to earn a prize. Turner walked away with a new Ford Focus. Despite all of the recognition, Turner is happy to be humble about the experience. His family is going to make sure he stays that way because, after all, he's only a freshman.
Today on campus, Send Silence Packing along with Active Minds of Ball State raised awareness of suicide and mental well-being. NewsLink's Alicia has the story.
Today, on University Green, 1,001 backpacks laid on the ground. Each backpack represented a college student who lost their life to suicide. Passersby stopped to read the stories of those college students. The display, Send Silence Packing, travels the country, raising awareness about the impact of suicide. Active Minds, a national student mental health awareness and advocacy group, brought the display on campus. State student Samantha Bramer said, "I was pretty overwhelmed. There are a lot of stories. The story that touched Bramer the most was a letter from a family who lost their son." Silence Packing will continue their 2-month tour, with their next stop being at the University of Michigan.
Japanese and Hoosier relations are at an all-time high, according to Governor Mike Pence. During the 47th annual Midwest U.S.-Japanese Association Conference, Pence thanked the state's Japanese partners, Honda, Toyota, and Subaru. He also said Indiana has a strong, solid commitment to the cause. This was evident because the state had the largest delegation in attendance. Through the partnership, more Hoosiers are employed and Indiana is in a better place economically, according to Pence. After the conference, the governor met with Hitachi, a company that has operations in cities such as Plainfield, Greensburg, and Anderson. Hitachi's executives will be showing advanced technology that will hopefully be used in future operations.
Burris Laboratory School is getting ready to send students on a trip to Japan in late October. Every other year, about 20 5th and 6th graders and a few teachers travel to Fuzuku Okazaki Primary School. But this year, only 16 students are signed up, and at least 3 have dropped out due to the lack of funding. The trip costs $2,500 per person. Students also need a passport, a gift for the host family, a polo, and spending money. When we return, temperatures have gone down.
But will they stay that way? Your extended look at weather is next.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
So good to see you guys.
So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good? Oh, God. Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Welcome back to NewsLink, Indiana. And I'll tell you what, Victoria, today outside was absolutely gorgeous. A little chilly this morning, but clear skies. Ended up being around like the 70s, I think, something like that. Absolutely beautiful day.
The weather was so perfect. Now over to Nathan Dion for the full weather report.
Indeed, guys, this morning we had those chilly temperatures. You may have had to break out the hoodie. I know some of the students were breaking out the hoodies this morning. Overall, high temperature today, 75 degrees, but looking at our morning lows this morning, places like Fort Wayne, 47 degrees this morning. Indianapolis, 50. Here in Muncie, 49 degrees this morning. Currently, temperatures all across the nation are pretty warm overall. We can feel that even if you go outside right now. Places all across the nation, Denver, 82 degrees right now. Places like Kansas City, 74, Dallas, Fort Worth, 83 degrees. Closer back to the state of Indiana, you notice temperatures all across the state are up in the upper 60s to lower 60s. 63 degrees in places like Terre Haute, 61 in Kokomo, and 66 degrees here in Muncie. Like we said, 66 degrees currently here in Muncie with those winds out of the south at 5 miles per hour. We do have some dew point, which is not necessarily working with us and making it feel hot and sticky like it has been over the past couple weeks. Looking at radar over the last 6 hours, you notice that it's clear and it will remain clear for the rest of the week. This high pressure system that's hanging out over places like over in Ohio, that's allowing us to have those clear conditions for the next couple days. Tonight, low 53 degrees with those clear skies and cool conditions with the winds still out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Looking at precision cast over the next couple days, you notice that there's not much to share with the story. Conditions are going to remain clear, dry, and warm. That is exactly what we're looking forward to. Tomorrow, clear skies, 78 degrees overall. Beautiful day turning out. Looking at the 7-day forecast, not much change. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday, we have those sunny skies sticking around with us. But however, we're looking at Friday into Saturday. We are tracking your next chance of some thunderstorms. Now, this is still a little bit out, which this could change, but we are looking at late Friday night into Saturday afternoon. We could be tracking those scattered thunderstorms to the area. However, the pattern seems to be continuing to improve for next week. So we're looking at an overall really good weather pattern coming up for us.
Well, keeping our fingers crossed that rain stays away. We keep up those beautiful conditions that we've had. Today was absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, Nathan DeYoung. After the break, Ball State football got a glimpse of the future.
And a local volleyball team is looking to continue dominating seasons. Your sports headlines are next.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Casey Miller with your Delaware County sports. And we'll start with the Ball State football team. They played what athletic directors call a guarantee game this weekend. For the Cardinals, though, it was a near guaranteed loss against 16th-ranked Texas A&M. Ball State did pick up a cool $1.2 million check for playing the Aggies down in College Station. Now, quite a few Cardinal fans made the trip to A&M, and they were excited early. Ball State's first play from scrimmage here, Darian Green, makes the defender miss, and he's off. 47 yards on the carry. Ball State would get a field goal out of that drive, and it would be the only score they would have in the first half. We'll move to the fourth now. Backup quarterback Riley Neal out of Yorktown. He launches one, and it's caught by Jordan Williams just short of the goal. Riley Neal making his first appearance in a Ball State uniform. Next play, James Gilbert plunges up the middle and crosses the goal line. That touchdown would bring the Cardinals within 33, but that would be it. Texas A&M rolls over Ball State 56-23. And NewsLink Indiana Sports will continue to provide additional coverage of Ball State football throughout the season. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to check out our football web show this Wednesday. Now, the Ball State soccer team played to a 1-1 tie against Big Ten opponent Indiana last night. With 6 minutes to play, the Cardinals led from a Chelsea Swackhammer goal, but the Hoosiers managed to get one past keeper Alyssa Heinschel to force the game into overtime. Now, despite controlling most of the game and having a few close scoring chances in the overtime period, Ball State could not generate a second goal and settled for its second tie against a power conference opponent in the past 9 days. The Cardinals fought to a tie last weekend against Louisiana State from the SEC. Now, Ball State has a week of practice before its next game on Sunday at Morehead State. And that week-long break from games, it opens up an opportunity for head coach Craig Roberts to coach against the defending World Cup champions. That's right, Roberts serves as an assistant coach for the Haiti women's national team. Roberts and the Haitian team will square off against the United States women's team on Thursday at Ford Field in Detroit. And the #1 ranked volleyball team, Yorktown, on the road tonight at Noblesville, looking to continue an impressive season. The Tigers are dominating the Class 3A competition, going undefeated and having only lost one set in its 16 games. Now, Yorktown got off to a sluggish start tonight in the first set, but the Tigers pulled through for a 25-23 win in the opening set. Now, the Tigers found their rhythm in the second one, taking a 25-18 win and a commanding 2-0 lead. And then in the third, Yorktown continued its streak, playing to a 25-23 sweep of the Noblesville Millers. Now, Kylie Murr led the team with 11 kills in this match. The Tigers continue their undefeated campaign at home on Thursday against Richmond.
Well, that's very interesting stuff there, Casey. Good to see Riley Neal getting some playing time for the Ball State Cardinals. Interesting to see kind of the future of the program there for sure. Thank you very much, Casey Miller. Coming up, Donald Trump has a replacement for his show.
Your entertainment news is next.
The average text, takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple, just like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education. So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it. You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
If you're looking to savor summer nights a little while longer, Downtown Muncie has you covered with their Moonlight movies. Bring a blanket on Saturday, September 26th, and celebrate the superhero extravaganza starting with Guardians of the Galaxy, inflatables, and dilly bars. They'll be available on a first-come, first-served basis. The event begins at 7 p.m. in the Cannon Commons, located downtown on Walnut Street. Now, if you're looking for Donald Trump in the upcoming season of The Celebrity Apprentice, you're out of luck. Since Trump decided to run for president, the show had to find a replacement. Does the phrase, "I'll be back," sound familiar? Arnold Schwarzenegger is the new host for the show. The Terminator star is transitioning well and already received his blessing from Trump through Twitter. The new season will not air until next fall. The only problem is he'll have to figure out another popular catchphrase besides "You're fired." And starting tomorrow, the Ball State Theater Department is putting on The House of Blue Leaves. The play is about an aspiring songwriter who spends his day as a zookeeper, but his dreams eventually come true. The tale of fame and fortune is between the character's wife, his mistress, and his soldier son. The aim and theme causes chaos, so their lives are not ordinary but humorous. The play starts at 7:30. The cost is $10 for students and $12 for the general public.
All right, thank you very much, Mackenzie. And Nathan, let's have a final look at weather.
Definitely, we have a great week in store the next 3 days. We got sunny skies, beautiful conditions. Highs are going to be in the low 80s. Now, come Friday, we do have a mix-up in our weather forecast. We're tracking some chances of some thunderstorms moving in to late Friday night into Saturday, where Saturday thunderstorms could be in the area throughout the day. And then looking further into next week, beautiful forecast overall. I think everybody overall is really happy about this forecast, and I'm excited to get out there and enjoy the weather, that's for sure.
I think we all are. Thank you very much, Nathan. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a good night.